5 gender discrimination lawsuits within 3 years. A local school has been dealing with legal battles involving several former female employees.
Tonight, for the first time publicly, one of the women who settled her suit sits down for an exclusive interview with News Channel 7's Gretchen Kernbach.
And we also hear from the head of the school, who maintains that they did nothing wrong.
Earlier this year, former Bay Haven principal Jamie Vickers received a $250,000 settlement from her former employer, Bay Haven Charter Academy.
I feel like justice has been served. I feel like I have been vindicated. The settlement amount that was paid to me, I think, speaks volumes.
But she says this case was not about money.
My goal or end game was never to litigate my concern.
Vickers claims she was sexually harassed by Bay Haven Chief Education Officer Larry Bollinger. In her lawsuit, the first allegation states she was slapped on her behind.
There was no slap. That just didn't happen.
Bollinger sees things a different way.
I was walking out, she and I were walking out, and it was a casual, unintended touch. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And so, no, there was no slap in any way. There was nothing intentional.
Vickers' lawsuit also alleges she was harassed on 2 other occasions by Bollinger. The suit also claims Vickers was rated as a high-performing educator for years, but she says she started getting poor reviews after she denied Bollinger's sexual advances. Bollinger says it's because she wasn't doing her job.
She was not evaluating the teachers. She was not following the policies. She was less than truthful with the superintendent, the CEO and board.
Bollinger denies all allegations against him.
My feeling is that she came up with all of these allegations in order to somehow better her position.
An internal investigation by Bay Haven Human Resource Coordinator Elizabeth Austell found Bollinger violated the harassment policy on one claim, but did not confirm or deny her other claims. Austell's report calls it a, quote, serious violation of our expectations for a person in his position. In the internal investigation that Ms. Austell did, she does have in her findings that you did violate the policy. Right here, Mr. Bollinger did violate Haven's harassment policy by touching Ms. Vickers inappropriately on her butt. So Ms. Austell did write that in your decision.
I've never seen that.
And you were never aware of this?
No.
Bay Haven officials tell us Bollinger was never made aware of the results of the internal investigation because before they could take action, Vickers filed a complaint with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. At that point, the EEOC took over the case. Soon after, Bay Haven gave Vickers a separation agreement.
At that time, we decided that we didn't feel that that separation agreement was an appropriate way to handle the situation. So for me and my husband, we decided that really fighting for the truth and my integrity meant more than anything else.
That fight led to a lawsuit. The EEOC closed Vickers' case, unable to conclude any violations. But Vickers' lawyer, Jim Garrity, says that means it's not issuing any opinion, and its findings rarely hold up in court.
In fact, all of the judges I encounter in Florida and Georgia will not allow a jury to hear an EEOC finding because in the experience of most judges, that finding or any investigation that the EEOC may have done is just unreliable.
You don't have any response that most of the time EEOC findings are thrown out anyway?
See, I don't know. I have not been through this before.
Okay.
So this is the first time I've been through anything with the EEOC, and I really don't know all the inner workings.
This isn't the first time Bay Haven has dealt with the EEOC. Bay Haven has now paid out $850,000 in 4 settlements. The results of a 5th lawsuit are still pending. Each of the 5 women who sued Bay Haven first filed a claim with the EEOC. School leaders say they have insurance to cover these payouts.
To me, this is part of a large organization and basically what happens with nearly 400 employees. And these things sometimes happen. You deal with them the best you can. If you make mistakes, you make those changes and go forward.
Bollinger maintains he's done nothing wrong.
There comes times when there are employees, perhaps that do not agree with the decision that was made, and then can come back and just, manufacture facts, manufactured allegations.
Those allegations can result in lengthy court battles. Bollinger says it's cheaper to settle than go to court.
That's not a prudent use of the public dollars.
But public dollars are spent on insurance premiums. On top of that, for each case, the insurance deductible costs $5,000.
But do you think that's okay, still paying the $5,000 deductible?
Well, we have to have insurance. It's just that you have to have insurance to drive your car. And so, yeah, do you think it's okay to pay your deductible if you get in an accident to get the car fixed?
Yeah, but do you think there's a problem when you get in an accident every single year?
Well, I'm not sure we got in an accident. I think we're probably talking about apples and oranges here.
From 2016 to present, Bay Haven's insurance premiums have gone up about $39,000. But Bay Haven officials say there are many reasons why that can happen.
There's a lot of money being spent, and with that money being spent, whether it's an insurance premium or a direct dollar out of budget, these are all resources that could be going to children.
For Vickers, she says it was a difficult decision. She knew the results would be catastrophic to her career.
To be quite honest, after seeing several women coming forward and them also having lost their jobs, I feared for my job.
She hopes sharing her story leads to change.
Work environments in Bay County can no longer be the way they were.
In Bay County, Gretchen Kernbach, News Channel 7.
We take a deeper look at Jamie Vickers' case and hear more from both sides online on our website, WJHG.com.